Welcome back to the channel, guys. For today's Clash of Clans video, we are back on the strategy-based content today. This one is an exciting strategy for Town Hall 10, probably the most exciting attack that there is right now. We are going to break it down for you, so let's dive into it. Alrighty guys, all of the attacks within this video are brought to you by the fantastic Ben 10. They hit a perfect wall recently, hit me up on Discord and said, Judo, we've got some brilliant attacks to showcase, and I am glad that they did because these attacks are incredible. Now, the Town Hall 10 strategy playlist looks exactly like this. It's on your screen. You will find it on my homepage. I will link it down in the pinned comment so that you can find all of the other Town Hall 10 strategies. But let's get into this one. The reason that it is so entertaining and just exciting, honestly, I personally love the queen charge. I think there's nothing better than charging your queen all of the way through the base, and that is exactly what this strategy is about. Getting your queen into the center, using the baby dragons to support. So how do you start out? Well, it's no different to any other queen charge. Very briefly, guys, get that funnel set around where the queen will go in to drive her into the center of the base. That's pretty straightforward in terms of how you set up the funnel, and you have lots of baby dragons to help you. Your primary target with this is air defense, the enemy queen, clan castle troops if you know what's in there, and any single target infernos. Basically, anything that is going to take your baby dragons down incredibly fast. Then you are using the baby dragons very sparingly to pick off defenses on the outside of the base and keep the queen moving straight through the center. So notice the wall breakers getting the queen initially in to take down the enemy archer queen, move on forward to the air defense, and then the earthquake spells open up the entire core of the base for the archer queen to get through. But what happens about the top half of the base? Let's quickly pause. As the queen moves through, she's already taken 2 air defense. We're trying to take this back air defense down as well, but what happens up to the north? That is where, with this strategy, you want to take a small lava loon for the 4th air defense. So ideally, if you can take out 2 to 3 with your queen charge, then Lalo the others. That means your baby dragons are safe. You do not want your baby dragons in range of an air defense. They will go down incredibly fast. So just look at the fantastic job taking place here with the archer queen. She's right in the middle of the base. We can shift the focus right now. Send a lava hound to tank the most northern air defense with balloons helping to support. But the baby dragons can basically be spread out around the base, right the way down to the bottom, up to the north. You're trying to target the defenses though. Don't just spam them in anyway. Look at this one baby dragon to the left. It has to get through some trash buildings first, but the primary target is the archer tower. Once the archer tower is down, then it can concentrate on the other buildings. So don't just throw them in willy-nilly, guys. Do try and target defenses. I will be sure to break down a few other attacks here for you, but just look at how beautiful it looks as well. Charging your queen right the way through, surrounding the base with baby dragons. It is honestly my favorite attack to watch at Town Hall 10, and I can't believe if you haven't seen it before, but let us know in the comments if you have. Let's go to the next one. This attack is the most ideal for the queen charge baby dragons. Let's quickly take a look at this. Up to the northern compartment, we have all 4 air defenses. Every single one of them. We then have the archer queen and the clan castle troops. Everything going down from the queen charge into that area. Amazing. We also have multi-target infernos, so again, baby dragons can easily get through that. Just send one at a time. Do not send a mass form in. Make sure you are just supporting your queen charge. If you are new to the channel and you want to see strategy-based content like this, we also bring let's plays and war commentary. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and if you want to support support me in game, you can do so using code JUDO before making any purchases. However, getting into this replay, the queen charge and the funnel is being set, a couple of baby dragons and the balloons, whatever needed to help funnel that queen on the bottom side, followed by the barbarian king up to the top. Now the earthquake spells don't just open up the outside wall. Check this out. They have the radius to get the queen all of the way into the center, look, which is incredible. Using the rage spells to help the archer queen, basically your spells are for the queen. You don't really need them for the baby dragons, unless you are going to spam them into one particular area. If it really does work out on the base, you might take a heal spell, but for the most part, you're using rage spells and freeze spells for your archer queen. Now check this out. This is where you're using baby dragons to set the funnel, but also to wipe out buildings. When they are distracted onto your archer queen, sneak a baby dragon in. Multi-target inferno. Yes, the baby dragon goes down to the black air bomb, but ultimately keep your eye on where you are deploying them. Another baby dragon comes in, and one baby dragon, 10 troop capacity, takes out a multi-target inferno. Fantastic. That is why this strategy works. That is why it's fun to do, in my opinion, because you can surround the base and really be a bit more surgical, which is something that is not easy to teach. It's something that can be very difficult to have the patience to hold the troops in your army composition, but can be very important moving forward. So again, Expo locks on, baby dragon coming through, doing the same down to the bottom, trying to get onto the archer tower on the left hand side as early as possible, and on the right hand side you will see another baby dragon to try and reinforce that as well. Balloons, anything you can get on the outside defenses to take that out, but ultimately keep your queen through the center of the base. What you don't want in an ideal world is your queen moving down to one area of the base and you've got an entire section that is left for the baby dragons. Keep that queen through the middle, baby dragons around the outside. That's exactly what you want to do. And again, Ben 10 doing a phenomenal job with it on this one, managing to swag the queen's ability and the freeze spell just to really rub salt in the wounds, putting it on top of the clan castle in good fashion. So let's move to the next example. This is the final example of this video. It should really be trying to pull everything together for you, and after this attack I will link you across to a video we did with the top Town Hall 10 attack strategies, because I think that will help you guys out as well. Now, thinking about this base, we have 2 multi-target infernos, so we don't have to worry about that for the baby dragons, but we do have the archer queen in the center and 3 air defenses pushed to this left-hand side of the base, if you will. So that is going to be the target. Take down the air defense with the archer queen, Lalo the other air defense. So let's see how Scott does this. Going to be starting from the 11 o'clock section with the archer queen and drawing her straight into the first 2 air defenses, coming straight through the middle of them, in fact, down towards the archer queen and the third. Again, funnel needs to be set. It is a basic principle, but it's something that you've just got to be able to do. So the Barbarian King, he really serves as a prime funneling troop in this strategy. He's used down to the bottom. Baby Dragon, if you can use away from an air defense, is perfect. Again, earthquake spells, they provide pathing through the base, but they also do damage onto defenses to help get your queen through that quicker. So she gets through the first 2 air defense pretty quick, and the Inferno Tower. But notice this, guys, the baby dragon is coming into the left hand side. In this situation, not necessarily to take out a defense. Yes, you want to try and primary target the defenses, but if you do have a lot of buildings on that side that need to go down anyway, be sure to just pop a baby dragon in there. That can get to work slowly in the background, but ultimately it's also helping to take these buildings out to keep the queen on the inside of the base. You don't want her getting drawn to trash buildings on the outside. So she continues to come forward here. Once a lot of the buildings to the top, this little area, is all locked onto the queen, that's when the Lalo can come in, look, because we're actually getting even better value from it, because the Archer Tower, the Expo, none of that is attracted to the Lava Hound or the loons. So that's exactly the timing you want to try and get into your strategies. As the queen moves back into the center, remember, if this top area had not have gone down, the archer queen would have probably been drawn up there. So it's all about taking out the areas of the base to keep your queen moving through, pathing towards the air defense, not necessarily from one side of the base to the next, just pathing from the defense to the defense that you want her to. And again, a multi-target inferno, whilst that's horrible for a lava loon, for the mass baby dragons, it's not going to matter. And a beautiful way to finish off the video with baby dragons circling from every single angle towards the multi-target inferno. Look at how beautiful that looks. Look at how effective it is. And ultimately, I think you should be trying this new and exciting strategy. I say new, it's been around for a long time, but it hasn't really had the showcasing that Lalo or Hog Riders or even the Bow Witch does at Town Hall 10. This is a strategy you should be using, but if you really want to know the top Town Hall 10 attack strategies, I'm going to link a video on your screen. You can check out the Town Hall 10 playlist as well, but that video will help you out. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until tomorrow, guys, be sure to stay home, stay safe, and have a good one.